Shitty jobs are very important as a human being. You need to know that you don't want to do something.
100%. I got my last real gig. I was a paralegal. And I didn't really know what the law firm, it was just like right before I needed to move to New York, and my friend was doing it. And this was like right in the middle of the housing crisis. And I get there and it's a fucking foreclosure law firm. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking be a part of this. I don't want to take people's homes because of the housing crisis. So I just decided, I was like, fuck it. I'm just not going to do any work. Like I get hired in July. They train me for August. September rolls around. I'm like, just not really going to do shit. I'm going to fucking work on comedy. I'm on Facebook Messenger. I'm going to write jokes. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking I'll get like a month, 2 months out of this. They don't fire me for fucking 8 months. Jesus. And I'm just in there like my boss would walk by and I would hit the fucking mouse and my login screen would show up. Like I wasn't even logged into the computer to fake work. And I was like, I'm just taking 2-hour lunches. I'm pushing it at this point. And I'm just like, how the fuck is this still happening? And they fucking call me into the office. Finally, one day they call me in and they're like, okay, so we want to talk. My boss would be like, hey, do you want to like do some work? You know, because everyone loved me because I'm not doing work. I'm hanging around like, Linda, what's up? Like, how's the baby? Like, I'm the king of the office, dude. Right. I'm just having a good ass time. And everyone loved me. And I was doing good for I think I was moving women's issues forward because I was the shittiest employee and I was the only man. I was like I was the only fucking, you know, college educated man. I was clearly the fucking biggest piece of shit employee, you know. I was building the glass ceiling above my head, I feel like. And so they call me in. They're finally like, hey, so we were running some numbers. Apparently they just didn't want to pay unemployment insurance. And so they were just tracking me for months. And they had like, they were just like reading me everything that I had done wrong. And they're like, so you've, and this was like a factory thing where every time you did anything, you had to click off a step is what they called it. So you would, you schedule a hearing, click off a step. You would email a lawyer, click off a step, right? Like because they wanted to track you. And they're like, so we were looking at your steps the last couple months and people in your department, they usually average about 3,000 steps a month. We were looking at you did about 300. And I was like,
they track your steps.
They track everything you do.
Dude.
And it was fucking crazy. And they're like, so how do you explain that? I was like, you know, I got nothing. You know what I mean? I don't know what to tell you.
What are they using to track your steps?
You would just there's some software where every time you did anything, you would have to check it off to prove that you're a good employee. You know what I mean? Like, so you would
track your steps in terms of your motions.
Yeah, no, not on some Amazon.
I thought you were saying like walking.
No, not Amazon. I was like, what? Shit. We weren't there yet. No. It was just like, how hard are you working?
I'm confused.
No.
I blame the marijuana.
yeah. I
should have followed that.
No, they were just fucking tracking me, and I just wasn't doing shit. They were just like, you should be doing 10 times the amount of work.
Well, you know what people were doing when they were doing remote work? They installed an app that moved the cursor around.
Good for them. Fuck
wild.
Yeah.
Just wild. Like, what is that app signing up for?
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, for sure.
That
You're getting
sending your fucking passwords to China
100%.
right now.
Yeah.
Your Facebook now belongs to Moldova.
I'm ready for the glorious revolution. I wanted to say...